Hey there, fellow adventurers. Ready to ditch the daydreams and get some real inspiration for your next big adventure? We're diving deep into the world of adventure tourism today.
Yeah, we'll be your guides as you figure out the where, the what, and even the why of adventure tourism, and how to plan an unforgettable trip.
We've got three sources to unpack. Two YouTube videos. One's all about crazy adventure sports, and the other takes us on a tour of the top places to travel. Plus, a blog post that cleverly matches activities to locations.
Before we get too carried away, let's start with the basics. What exactly is adventure tourism?
Good point. The Adventure Travel Trade Association defines it as a tourist activity that includes physical activity, cultural exchange, or activities in nature. But I feel like there's got to be more to it than that.
Definitely more to it. One of our sources, a YouTuber named Sanger Tao, says adventure tourism has to have a real interaction with the environment, plus some risk, and a unique mix of, well, the participant, the place, even the organizer. It's a whole recipe.
So it's not just about bungee jumping, it's about the whole experience, the planning, the challenges, the people you meet, the memories.
Exactly. And that's where hard versus soft adventure tourism comes in. Tao explains it perfectly in his video.
Hard adventure tourism, that's got to be for the thrill seekers, right? Like mountaineering, ice climbing, skydiving, things that take serious skills and training and a high tolerance for risk.
Yeah, absolutely. Hard adventures push you to your limits, both physically and mentally. It's a whole other level of commitment compared to your average vacation.
So what about soft adventure tourism? Where does that fit in?
Soft adventure is all about being accessible, appealing to a wider range of people. Think bird watching, scuba diving, horseback riding, or even just exploring a new city on foot. It's about experiencing something new, connecting with nature. You don't need years of training or a death wish.
And soft adventures seem to be pretty popular right now. Our blog post, Top Travel Destinations for Wild Adventure Sports, even mentions that this part of the industry is booming, probably because it appeals to so many different people.
Makes sense. It's cool to see how adventure tourism is changing to meet different people's needs. But enough of the definitions. Let's get to the fun stuff, the activities themselves.
Yes. Let's dive into Travelmania's YouTube video. 17 best adventure sports in the world, extreme sports to do, pure adrenaline.
It's a wild ride, from floating above ancient landscapes in a hot air balloon in Cappadocia. Turkey, picture yourself drifting among hundreds of colorful balloons as the sun rises to something a bit more. Intense firing guns in the Cu Chi tunnels of Vietnam for a truly visceral history lesson. This video shows you just how much variety there is out there.
Hold on, firing guns in the Cu Chi tunnels. That sounds is intense as putting it mildly. Can you give us some context on that?
Sure. The Cu Chi tunnels were used by the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War. It's a massive network of underground tunnels, a powerful reminder of what happened there. Some tours let you fire weapons that were actually used in the war. It's controversial, obviously, but some see it as a way to really connect with the past.
Definitely makes you think. What else stood out in the video?
For the speed demons out there, ATV riding in the Arabian deserts of Dubai is pretty wild, a crazy contrast to the city's skyscrapers.
Speaking of contrast, how about whitewater rafting on the Zanskar River in Ladakh, India? The video says it's the world's highest rafting point, where this milky blue Zanskar River meets the emerald green Indus. Beautiful.
Absolutely. And if you want views that will blow you away, picture this paragliding in Burr Billing, India, soaring above the Himalayas, looking down at snow-capped peaks and little villages, like something out of a dream.
Okay, that one's going on my bucket list for sure.
Me. I'm dreaming of exploring the coral reefs of the Red Sea, snorkeling in Egypt. The marine life there is incredible.
But let's be real, extreme sports aren't for everyone. What if you prefer to keep your feet on solid ground, or at least close to it?
Travelomania has got you covered.
Yeah.
How about dune bashing in Dubai? Holding on tight as you fly across the Arabian dunes. A real test of your driving skills.
Sounds exhilarating. And for something a bit more peaceful, paramotoring in Gurgaon, India gives you a unique view of the region, gliding through the air as the sun sets. Beautiful.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a classic beach vacation with a twist, parasailing in places like Pattaya, Goa, or the Red Sea is pretty awesome. You get amazing views of the coastline.
Now, for the daredevils out there caving in Halong Bay, Vietnam, you can explore these incredible caves with stalactites and stalagmites.
And if you're brave enough, there's a bat cave. Makes it extra spooky.
Okay, maybe that one's a little too adventurous for me. But water zorbing in Nainital, Uttarakhand sounds like fun. Bouncing around on the water.
Pure fun. And if you want to see Dubai skyline from above, gyrocoptering in Dubai Marina is the way to go. It's like a mini helicopter ride. You'll see the Burj Al Arab, the Palm Jumeirah. Totally Instagram worthy.
I'm getting serious FOMO. This list is amazing. But how do you even choose from all these awesome options?
That's where our other sources come. In the top 100 places to visit on Earth Ultimate Travel Guide video and the blog post. They help us connect these incredible activities with the perfect places.
So it's not just about what to do, but where to do it.
Exactly. Let's say you're dreaming of trekking. Our sources recommend the Himalayas in Nepal, home to legendary trails like the Annapurna Circuit. Imagine pushing yourself in some of the world's most amazing mountains.
Now that's an adventure. What about those of us who are drawn to more rugged landscapes?
Patagonia, in Chile and Argentina, is perfect for hikers and climbers. Imagine yourself conquering challenging peaks like Fitzroy and taking in the raw beauty of this untamed region.
And for something truly unique, there's Iceland.
With its glaciers, volcanoes, and those crazy landscapes, perfect for ice climbing and caving. Imagine exploring ice formations and tunnels formed by ancient lava. It's like being on another planet.
Okay, we've covered some epic adventures on land. What about the underwater world?
For an unforgettable scuba diving experience, you have to see the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's this vibrant underwater world full of colorful coral, marine life, and maybe even a shark or two.
Wow, this is all incredible, but adventure tourism has to be about more than just the adrenaline rush. So why choose this kind of travel?
That's a great question. The thrill is definitely part of it, but there are so many benefits beyond that, both physically and mentally.
Physically, adventure sports are great for your heart, strength, and endurance. It's like working out with the most amazing view.
And mentally, it's incredible for stress. It releases endorphins, boosts your mood. It's an escape from routine. You come back with a fresh perspective.
Our blog post also talks about the personal growth you get from adventure tourism. It says it can make you better at problem solving and decision making. You get more confident and resilient. And you even learn to stay calm under pressure.
Those are valuable skills for anyone. But let's be real, jumping into adventure tourism can be a little overwhelming. Where do you even begin?
Our blog post has some good advice. The first thing is choosing the right place and activity for you. Think about your interests and skill level.
You don't want to be climbing Mount Everest if you haven't even hiked a hill. Start with something achievable and then work your way up.
And training and preparation are so important.
Absolutely. Take classes, get coaching, focus on physical conditioning, and invest in good gear. It's an investment in your safety and performance.
Don't forget about research. Find out about the terrain and weather conditions of where you're going. You don't want to be caught off guard by a blizzard or extreme heat.
So true. And of course, safety should always be the top priority.
Right. Always.
Be honest with yourself about the risks. Follow safety guidelines, wear the right gear, learn about local rescue procedures, and most importantly, listen to experienced guides.
They're there to help you have a safe and amazing time.
Okay, let's take a step back and think about the history of adventure tourism.
It's amazing to think about all these activities. How did adventure tourism even start? Was it always about pushing limits?
Not exactly. Sanger Tao's video talks about this. People have been seeking adventure for centuries, but the reasons have changed over time.
Tao even mentions a king, Albone, king of the Lombards, who climbed a mountain, Matador in the Alps, way back in 569 AD. We don't know if he considered it adventure tourism, but it shows that people have always wanted to challenge themselves and explore.
Back then, climbing mountains was often about practicality or symbolism, economics, politics, religion. It wasn't until the 1800s that it really became a sport, something people did for the thrill.
And that's when other adventure activities started popping up too, caving, river rafting. It's cool to see how these things went from being necessary to being fun.
As the world became more connected and travel got easier, modern adventure tourism started to take shape.
Tao mentions that people's desires have changed too. They're moving away from the typical package holidays just lying on a beach and looking for more immersive experiential travel.
It's about creating memories and stories, not just collecting souvenirs. And because of this, the adventure tourism industry has exploded. There are so many companies offering unique experiences.
This rise in popularity is great, but it also makes things complicated. Adventure tourism has a big impact on local communities and economies, right?
It's a double-edged sword, for sure. On the one hand, it creates jobs guides, instructors, all kinds of tourism jobs, and brings money to areas that might need it.
Yeah. It brings tourism to less visited places.
But it's not just about money. Adventure tourism, especially ecotourism, can actually help protect the environment.
That's great. Many companies are all about sustainable practices and teaching travelers how to be responsible in nature. You get to enjoy the beauty of our planet while also helping protect it.
And that ties into personal growth. Adventure tourism can make people appreciate nature more and inspire them to take care of the planet.
It's a win-win. But we have to be realistic. There are also downsides.
Tao talks about these in his video. Adventure tourism can be dangerous, especially the hard adventures. Accidents happen, even with training.
It's a good reminder to be careful and make smart choices. Pick adventures that match your skills and be honest about your limits.
And there's the impact on the environment, even with the best intentions.
Exactly. Even if companies are trying to be sustainable, more tourists can still damage fragile ecosystems. Erosion on trails, disturbing wildlife, even the carbon footprint of traveling.
These are important things to consider. We can't just chase thrills without thinking about the consequences.
Tao also talks about how adventure tourism can impact local culture and society.
Right, we're not just visiting landscapes, we're going into communities with their own traditions and ways of life.
In some places, more tourism can actually harm cultural heritage or change local communities in ways that aren't good.
It's about finding a balance, sharing these experiences with the world, but also protecting the places and cultures that make them special.
So let's bring this back to you, the listener. Maybe you're thinking, this all sounds awesome, but where do I even start?
Well, that's what we're here for. Our top 100 places to visit on Earth Ultimate Travel Guide video shows you some incredible places around the world. And the blog post focuses on matching activities with their ideal settings.
For example, if you want to go trekking, we've talked about the Himalayas in Nepal, but if you want the rugged beauty of Patagonia, hiking and climbing are perfect ways to explore that region.
And for a truly unique experience, there's Iceland. With its glaciers, volcanoes, those crazy landscapes, it's perfect for ice climbing and caving.
And we can't forget the underwater world. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is amazing for scuba diving. You can experience this incredible ecosystem full of life. These are just a few examples. There are countless adventure destinations, each with its own mix of thrills, challenges, and natural wonders.
So to wrap up this first part of our deep dive, we want to leave you with a question. What kind of adventure are you looking for?
Remember, adventure is different for everyone. What's easy for one person might be a huge challenge for someone else. It's all about finding what excites you and makes you feel alive.
That's what's so cool about adventure tourism. There's something for everyone, whether you're a total adrenaline junkie or you prefer something more laid back.
Totally. The key is to do your research. Choose what works for you. And be safe.
Couldn't agree more. So let's switch gears a bit. What about adventure tourism in specific places?
Yeah, let's get specific. It's amazing how different countries have embraced this whole idea, using their unique landscapes and cultures. One of our sources, Sanger Tao, talked about a few regions that really stood out.
India, for one. So much diversity in both the landscapes and the adventure activities.
He mentioned hiking and trekking in Uttarakhand, home to that famous Rupkund Lake.
Yes, Rupkund Lake. Or Skeleton Lake. Imagine trekking through the Himalayas and coming across a lake full of human skeletons. Kind of creepy, but definitely unforgettable.
Talk about a spooky adventure. But Uttarakhand isn't just about skeletons. There's surfing in Kovalam, skiing in Auli, and whitewater rafting in Rishikesh.
India really does have it all. And then there's Iceland, known for its crazy landscapes and those northern lights.
It's funny you say Iceland and everyone thinks Aurora, but Tao was saying there's so much more to do there.
Oh, for sure. You can snorkel or even scuba dive in Silfra Fissure, this rift between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, swimming between continents.
That's wild.
Or you can explore inside a dormant volcano through Nukigi Gur. Not every day you get to go down into a volcano's magma chamber.
Those are some seriously unique experiences. Okay, what about somewhere a bit warmer?
Cal also mentioned Costa Rica.
Mm.
Tons of biodiversity and adventure opportunities.
Exploring rainforests, seeing amazing wildlife, volcanoes, cloud forests. It sounds like a nature lover's dream.
It is, and there are so many activities: rafting, hiking, ziplining, canyoning, the list goes on.
You could spend weeks there and still not see it all.
And lastly, Tao talked about New Zealand, often called the home of adventure tourism.
With all those landscapes, mountains, hills, beaches. And it's not very crowded, so it feels like a real escape.
New Zealand is an adventure playground. skydiving, bungee jumping, rafting on the highest commercially rafted waterfall in the world. That's the Rotorua rafting. Caving, off-road driving, even heli skiing.
So many options, and that's just a taste of what those 4 countries offer.
It really makes you want to get out there and explore, doesn't it?
I'm ready to book a flight right now.
So let's talk about planning your own adventure. Where do you see yourself going? What are you looking for?
I think that's the first step. Picture where you want to go and what you want to do, what excites you, what challenges you, what kind of environment do you want to be in.
And don't forget practical things like your budget and how much time you have. Adventure travel doesn't have to be super expensive. And you can find amazing experiences even if you only have a short vacation.
Another thing to think about is your skill level and how fit you are.
Yeah, be honest with yourself about what you can handle. Choose activities that match your experience. Don't be afraid to start small and work your way up.
And don't skip the training and preparation.
Seriously, take classes, work with a trainer, practice the skills you'll need. It's not just about being physically ready, it's about being confident and reducing risks.
Once you've got a destination activity in mind, it's research time.
Big time. Research the area thoroughly, the climate, the terrain, the local customs. Find out about permits or special gear you might need.
And don't forget to look for reputable tour operators or guides.
A good operator can make your experience so much better. They have expert knowledge, they can handle logistics, and they prioritize safety. Plus, they can connect you with local communities and help you travel responsibly.
Speaking of responsibility, we have to think about the impact our adventures have on the environment and society.
Absolutely. We need to be respectful of the places we visit and the people who live there. Choosing eco-friendly operators, reducing our waste, respecting local customs, supporting local businesses, these are all important.
Adventure tourism should be a positive force for us, for the planet, and for the people in these destinations.
Well said. Okay, let's shift gears one last time. Let's talk about something people often forget about in all the excitement, the risks.
It's easy to get caught up in the thrill, but adventure travel, by its very nature, can be dangerous.
Accidents happen, even to experienced adventurers. So it's essential to be prepared both mentally and physically.
Knowing your limits, respecting the environment, making smart decisions.
And don't be afraid to ask for help or turn back if things get unsafe.
Right. Sometimes the bravest thing is to say, nope, not today, or I'm not ready for this.
Absolutely. Adventure should be challenging, but it should never be reckless.
Okay, one last shift. Let's talk about something more personal. The power of adventure to change us.
What is it about pushing ourselves and exploring the unknown that has such a big impact?
It's pretty amazing, right? Adventure travel can change how we see things. It tests our limits. It helps us find strengths we didn't know we had.
It can connect us with nature, help us understand different cultures. It could even change our whole worldview.
It's so much more than just checking things off a list. It's about growing, discovering, and pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, we want to leave you with another question. What kind of transformation are you seeking? What are you hoping to learn about yourself and the world through adventure?
Think about it. What are your fears? What are your dreams? What experiences will help you grow and evolve? It's like adventure is not just about where you go or what you do. It's about the whole journey. The one you take out there in the world and the one you take inside yourself.
Yeah, totally. It's about who you become along the way, what you overcome, what you learn, the memories you make.
Exactly. And those memories, those are the real souvenirs, right? So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of adventure tourism, just a few final thoughts.
We covered a lot, didn't we? From those crazy adrenaline-pumping activities to those incredible places. We talked about the history of adventure tourism, how it affects things, even gave some tips on planning and staying safe.
But in the end, adventure is personal. It's about finding what makes you tick, what pushes your limits, what helps you grow.
So what adventure will you choose? What story will you write?
We hope this deep dive has inspired you to get out there, embrace the unknown, and start your own adventure. The world is waiting. All you got to do is take that first step.